distinguished my ministers, Your Excellency the ambassadors, my honorable rectors, distinguished guests, esteemed colleagues, honorable academicians, and dear valuable members of the innovation and entrepreneurship community of Turkey. It's both an honor and a privilege to welcome you all today to the EIT community kickoff in Turkey. As the EIT community officer, I am thrilled to see such a distinguished gathering of the government leaders, academia, industry, pioneers, and entrepreneurs, all united under one shared vision to advance innovation and collaboration in Turkey and beyond, together with the European Institute of Innovation and Technology. The European Institute of Innovation and Technology, or we can say EIT, is one of the key instruments of the European Union dedicated to bridging the gap between education, research, and business to foster sustainable innovation. After fruitful years as the EIT Urban Mobility Hub in Turkey and working together with other hubs in our country as EIT Food and EIT InnoEnergy, with the establishment of the EIT Community Hub Turkey, we are embarking on a new journey, one that aims to strengthen Turkey's innovation ecosystem and create a deeper integration with Europe's largest innovation network. This initiative is not just about connecting organizations or project fundings, but it's about creating opportunities for Turkish entrepreneurs, researchers, and students to actively engage in transformative projects and European-scale networking, to bring their solution to other European markets and beyond. This is why I am particularly honored to welcome our esteemed panelists, including leaders from academia, government, and industry, as well as EIT KICS. Their insights and experience will help us to answer a fundamental question. How can we work together to position Turkey as a key player in the European innovation landscape? Once again, I extend my deepest gratitude to our ministers, His Excellency the ambassadors, our rectors, our distinguished guests, and all of you for being here today, as well as on the live stream online watching us. Your presence is a testament to the shared commitment that we have in advancing Turkey's innovation landscape. Here, I would like to give our sincere thanks also to the Middle East Technical University Presidency for their amazing support on this day, as well as ODTÜ Teknokent for their contribution to this important event. I am also kindly presenting my deepest gratitude to my teammates for all their efforts on this amazing day. Thank you very much. So, let this be the beginning of a new era of collaboration and innovation between Turkey and EIT community. Thank you, and I wish you all a productive and inspiring event. Now, I would like to invite our host, Professor Dr. Ahmet Yozgatlıgil, the President of METU, to welcome us. Thank you.
Dear Minister, dear Ambassador, dear Director General, dear distinguished guests and esteemed colleagues, dear students, it's a great honor that I welcome you all to Middle East Technical University for this program on kickoff event of EIT Community Hub Turkey. We are truly privileged that you have chosen Middle East Technical University as the home for this activity. Your presence adds immense value to our vibrant academic community. We believe that this event will be very productive. I would like to talk very briefly about Middle East Technical University. And actually, it was established in 1956, and we have more than 25,000 students. And nearly 2,000 of them are degree-seeking international students from 87 different countries. So among these 25,000 students, 30%, approximately 7,500 of them are graduate students seeking degree in master's and PhD programs. So actually, as Middle East Technical University, you are here in a true international university. The rankings also supports our quality, where we were ranked as 285 in QS ranking and 114 in Europe and first in Turkey. So actually, you are here in a very nice campus, which is 45 kilometers square. Most of it, around 35 kilometers square of it, is forest, and we have a lake in this campus. So also, this lovely campus is a center for innovation and discoveries. So we have approximately 40 research centers and near 500 labs contributing to innovation, science, and technology. So this in a broad range of topics, from advanced materials, renewable energy, nanotechnology, but social sciences as well. So METU hosting the Technopark, which is the largest and most successful science and technology park in Turkey, also serves as a hub for research and development, providing an ideal environment for collaboration between academia and industry. So METU Technopark is home to 430 companies with more than 13,000 R&D staff, contributing to $1.8 billion technology export. So having METU Technopark also contributes significantly to the innovation and research outcome of the university. The technology is developed by the faculty, by the researchers in the university, and in Technopark contributes to the innovation ecosystem in Turkey and in Europe and in the world. So I would like to extend again a warm welcome to you all. We are thrilled that you are here for this event, and we hope to see more collaborations relating or originating from this event. Thank you and welcome again.
I would like to thank our director for this speech. Now I would like to invite Mr. Razvan Nicolescu, the member of the EIT Governing Board, for his speech. Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you for the invitation on behalf of the Governing Board of EIT. My colleagues prepared a very long speech for me with many data, with many achievements, but I'm going to share with you a little bit from my deep of my heart, some thoughts. I should start saying that I feel very good being in Turkey all the time. So I'm Romanian, living in Bucharest and in Brussels, and my kids and my wife, my family, we all love spending our holidays here. So when I'm in Turkey, I'm in a holiday mood. I was asked by our colleagues, by my colleagues, to talk about cooperation, because today we are putting a new stone at the foundation of cooperation between Turkey and the European Union, and it's an important stone. But when I was invited to talk about cooperation, I was thinking, cooperation in our today's world isn't obsolete? Because if we read media, if we read Twitter, if we read Facebook, we read a lot about competition. We read a lot about confrontation. We read a lot about conflicts. Is cooperation still fashionable? Is cooperation still trendy? In my opinion, my dear friends, yes, it is. Because in order to address the biggest challenges faced by us, we need to cooperate. Turkey and the European Union could cooperate in one day to go together to Mars or to another planet to explore the universe. It could be, and I strongly believe, we have the capacities, we have the brains, we have the skills, we have the money to do it. But before doing that, what do we do with our planet? Energy, climate, health, manufacturing. This is all about in terms of EIT. So we have to take care of our planet, and we can do it effectively only if we can cooperate together. So cooperation is not an obsolete word. Cooperation is a must for our days. Our days that are influenced a lot by manipulation, are influenced a lot. There is the tendency to deny the scientific outcomes and the scientific conclusions. And whenever I see a manipulation on a conspiracy theory, I have in my mind the wise words said by probably one of the biggest or the greatest statesmen ever born in this region. Mustafa Kemal Atatürk said, "If in one day my words do contradict with science, don't believe me, believe in science." So we should follow his wise words, and we should believe in science, and we should continue to believe in science. EIT, it is the largest innovation ecosystem in Europe. So we managed to support more than 10,000 startups. We managed to deliver more than 2,500 products. We managed to train almost 1 million people with one goal: to make Europe better, to make the world better. And we will continue to do this. And establishing the innovation hub here in Turkey will give us the possibility to work together with you, to put together the skills, the brains, the money, the ideas that we have. We have been in Turkey for a couple of years. So with the support of EIT, more than 3,000 Turkish people were trained, more than 100 startups were supported, but what we are now doing is much more than that. And I would like to thank to all of my colleagues from here, from Turkey, and the ones from the key communities who are present in the room for their contributions, because, as I said, it is really important. One final word, it is for the young innovators, young entrepreneurs that are in the room. You have your dreams, and I encourage you to fulfill your dreams. Don't be afraid to fail. Failure is the foundation for future success. So you together, working with us, supported by the European Union, supported by the Turkish government, could make Turkey better, could make Europe better, could make the world better. So never give up, keep fighting, and you will succeed. Thank you very much.
I would like to thank Mr. Nicolescu for his motivating words. Thank you very much. Now, I would like to invite Mr. Bülent Özcan, the Director of EU Affairs, for his speech.
Dear Minister, dear ambassadors, dear colleagues from the EIT community who already arrived to Turkey, and dear colleagues from the innovation and entrepreneurship ecosystem in Turkey. I would like to welcome you on behalf of Minister of Foreign Affairs, Director of Foreign Affairs, at the kickoff launch of EIT Community Hub Turkey event. Of course, EIT, as Razvan mentioned, is one of the largest innovation network in all over the Europe since 2008. I could say that, of course, EIT is also an integral part of one of the most important program that already EU developed, called as Horizon Europe. It is the third pillar of the Horizon, one of the third pillar of part of the Horizon Europe program. EIT is also a training and education platform for the innovators. EIT is also a guiding, mentoring, coaching services that the startups, the innovators, the entrepreneurs can reach. EIT is a funding mechanism that you can find out an easy access funds comparing to the Horizon Europe funding platforms or opportunities. And also, of course, EIT is an important instrument for cooperation for the innovation ecosystems. So, I would like to, on behalf of our country, I would like to welcome EIT to Turkey through the EIT Community Hub. And this is a very great start for us today to meet with the EIT ecosystem. Of course, at this stage, I would like to thanks to the great efforts of the consortium of TÜBİTAK, Fark Labs, and Sabancı Üniversitesi, who are establishing a consortium to operating the activities and facilities of the EIT Community Hub in Turkey. But of course, when we think about the EIT, today I'm excited to say that we are now experiencing an outcome of 2 years' efforts that we have already did together with all parties, with Ministry of Science and Technology, with TÜBİTAK, and with all other innovation ecosystem partners. 2 years ago, we visited the headquarters of EIT in Budapest, and we tried to understand how we can cooperate more with the EIT in Turkey and also in the whole over the European ecosystems. And today, after these 2 years' efforts, now I'm very happy to say that we are at the kickoff and opening event of the EIT Community Hub. So this is something we achieved after all cooperation and efforts of the relevant parties in Turkey. And of course, I would like to mention that this is not the only issue that we will cooperate with EIT today. There will be some complementary efforts and complementary projects that we can work together with the EIT. I'm very happy to say that together with Ministry of Science and Technology, together with TÜBİTAK, and with the support of the European Union delegation in Ankara, we already agreed a project under the Instrument for Pre-Accession, IPA, Pre-Accession Funds to Turkey, with a project called as Improving Turkey's Institutional Capacity in the EIT Hub. This is a very important project with a budget of 1.3 million euro, in which, within this project, we have an opportunity to enhance Turkey's innovation capacity with the contribution of EIT network. So it's a kind of a complementary effort that we will work together with the EIT Turkey Community Hub. So, considering the EU-Turkey relations, of course, we are in the innovation and science and technology, we have doing a lot. and we have a very close cooperation with the parties. One of them is the high-level dialogue on science, research, and technology, in which we are doing together with the European Commission since 2022. And this year, we have again an opportunity to meet on the highest level with our EU counterparts to discuss how we can cooperate more on innovation and technology between Turkey and EU. As I mentioned, IPA, Instrument for Turkey, Instrument for Pre-Accession Funding, is one of the most important instrument that we are working together with the EU. And up until now, from the very beginning, we funded more than 600 million euros through several projects on supporting startups, supporting innovation platforms, technoparks, organized industrial science in order to provide and improve the, let me say, innovation ecosystem in Turkey. And of course, Minister of Science and Technology is one of the coordinator and accelerator in this process. Today, as I mentioned, is a great start for us, very important start for us to work together with EIT community in Turkey. But of course, this is only a kind of a kickoff. So we have a lot of things to do, not only in, of course, in Ankara, but in all over the Turkey, with different cities, with different collaborating actors in different cities of Turkey. I think this is very, very important for us. And as the public institutions, as Directorate for Affairs, we are always together with EIT Community Up, and we will support their efforts to improve the ecosystem, innovation ecosystem in Turkey. I think at this stage, there is one thing left concerning the EIT community, and it is the one representative from Turkey in the governing board of the EIT. And I know that there are already applications to be part of the governing board of the EIT. So we will be very welcome. One of the representatives of Turkey could be part of the governing board. I think this is the only issue left we could achieve together in the forthcoming future. I would like to thanks again to TÜBİTAK, to Sabancı Üniversitesi, to Fark Labs for their consortium, for their efforts, for the EIT community of Turkey. I would like to thanks to METU, Middle East Technical University, for today's event to provide us this lovely conference premises. I think this is a good platform today to cooperate and for networking. Thank you so much.
I would like to thank Mr. Özcan for his speech as well. Now, I would like to invite His Excellency Mr. Ambassador Tomasz Osowski for his speech.
Sayın Deputy Minister, dear President of this wonderful university, in this beautiful hall we are, dear Bülent Bey, great partner from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, dear Mr. Niculescu from the EIB board, dear academics, professors, I would also welcome my dear friend Viktor Bey, the ambassador of Hungary, who is the host nation of the EIB in Budapest. And all of you, dear students, it's a great pleasure, of course, to be here today at this event. I mean, I had a lot of, we heard now already some inspirational speeches before me, and I think everything had been said, but not by everyone, so I also have to say it. It is important that we have now this EIB hub in Turkey. Why? Because it's another proof of the lively cooperation between the European Union and Turkey as a candidate country to the European Union. And Turkey has already been for a long time a partner to Horizon. and a very active partner, and Turkish universities are already part of this academic network, of this innovation network. But of course, to have now a hub here of the EIT, also in Turkey, will accelerate this cooperation and will also reinforce the possibilities Turkey has in participating as being an active and strong actor in this research and innovation culture in the European Union. And we need Turkey. It is not only an opportunity for Turkey, it is also an opportunity for the European Union, because Turkey has a very, very vivid landscape of startups, of young entrepreneurs, of very active universities, and to include now Turkey in the EIT network will strengthen the EIT, I'm sure about that. And it will be also a strong testimonial of the ever stronger becoming partnership between the European Union and Turkey. As Bülent Bey pointed out, we have a high-level dialogue on innovation research, which will also take place this year again, which is very good because from there we will get some political impetus for our cooperation. We will start this year also in summer the next negotiations on the forthcoming multi-annual financial framework of the European Union. That is always our expenditure planning for 7 years of the European Union. And I really hope very much that especially also research and innovation will find an important place also in our future spending and budget policy. Why? Because we all know that the future of our economies, our societies, depend also on our academic research and cooperation in order to help our companies not only to be competitive in this globalized world, but also to contribute to what is really at stake. And we know climate change is the biggest challenge which we have to today. Despite all the geopolitical challenges and wars and crises, we have to also cooperate in order to find peaceful solutions for them. But we also know that, we especially know that climate change is the major challenge of this century. And Turkey is an important and a great partner for the European Union, especially in the field of green transition and digital transition. And these areas, these policy fields will certainly contribute a lot to prepare us for the future and to prepare our companies for the future. So without further ado, because I'm also looking forward to hear the speech of the Deputy Minister, I would like to welcome you to the EIT Hub Network. I would like to encourage you to take this not only as another step of our cooperation, but as a commitment that we want to work together and that we want to make more out of our cooperation, strengthen our cooperation by providing more added value and more input to solve the challenges which lie ahead of us, which lie ahead in this century. And so I think it's a very beautiful event today. Teşekkür ederim.
I would like to thank His Excellency Ambassador Osowski for these encouraging words for us. Now, I would like to invite Mr. Zekeriya Çoştu, the Deputy Minister of the Republic of Turkey, Ministry of Industry and Technology. Thank you.
Excellencies, dear Ambassador of EU to Turkey, dear Ambassador of Hungary to Turkey, esteemed representative of EIT, dear Professor Yozgatlıgil, the rector of the president of METU, Middle East Technical University, he is the host of us today, and dear members of, valuable members of Turkish and European innovation ecosystems, dear distinguished guests, it's really my pleasure to extend my greetings on behalf of myself and my ministry, Ministry of Industry and Technology. I'd like to say, firstly, welcome to our guests from abroad and different cities of Turkey to this wonderful venue, to the wonderful place. And it's a privilege for me to come together with you in this great occasion. And very special thanks to Mr. Yozgatlıgil for hosting us. He has been always a great contributor of this technology ecosystem in Turkey and the cooperation between Turkey and EU in this sense. And his position is changing, but his role is not changing in this sense, actually. Thank you very much for you hosting us here. Dear guests, as you know, we are living in an era of great transformation, rapid change, where entrepreneurship plays a key role, increasingly vital role in shaping the development of nations. Traditional business models are being swiftly redefined by emerging technologies, and innovation startups are reshaping entire industries, even challenging the most well-established big 100 years of companies. In this new age, where technology-driven products and services define competitive advantages, investing in R&D, in innovation, in digitalization is not a choice, is no longer a choice, but become a necessity. As Turkey, guided by the vision of our National Technology Initiative, Turkey is rapidly progressing in the field of technology entrepreneurship, continuously advancing towards its great goals. The recent achievements of national tech startups highlight the immense potential of this technology ecosystem. As you know, we step into the century of Turkey. Marking the second century of our republic, we aim to accelerate the growth of our startup ecosystem and create a more robust foundation for innovation in Turkey. Over the past 2 decades, we have worked diligently to establish a world-class technology ecosystem in Turkey. During this period, maybe more than 20 years, Turkey's R&D expenditures have increased 13-fold, rising from $1.2 billion to $16.1 million from 2002 to 2023. Similarly, the number of full-time equivalent R&D personnel, has grown again almost 10-fold, reaching to almost 300,000 people. The number of universities has increased from 76 to 208, bringing millions of young people into higher education in Turkey. The number of technoparks has reached to 104, which are hosting almost 11,000 R&D-driven companies, tech companies. The number of R&D and design centers has exceeded 1,600 in Turkey. We have supported, until this day, we have supported hundreds of incubators and accelerators all over the country. We are committed to accelerating technological entrepreneurship and strengthening our technology ecosystem through a wide range of instruments such as tax incentives, research grants, and venture capital funds. Programs such as TÜBİTAK grants, cost-cap support programs, funds initiatives play a critical role in supporting startups at various stages of their journeys. Our Technology and Innovation Fund, Regional Development Fund, Bilişim Vadisi Venture Capital Fund, and other initiatives, we mobilized 67 billion Turkish liras in financing with 7.3 billion Turkish liras allocated to venture capital funds. Additionally, our TÜBİTAK big program, entrepreneurship support program, has facilitated the establishment of almost 2,400 startups in Turkey, which are actually, I think, great numbers. A skilled workforce trained in an innovation-driven culture is essential for technological progress, and we highly value this expansion. With a young and dynamic population of 85 million, Turkey has immense potential waiting to be unlocked. To harness this potential, we launched Teknofest, as you may know, which is the biggest technology event in the world. And we received actually over 1.6 million applications for the technology contents in this festival. Teknofest has evolved into a startup incubator as well, producing thousands of new ventures each year. Our new Turkish-style garage model fosters a culture of innovation, allowing young entrepreneurs to turn their dreams into projects and their projects into successful startups. Through this model, we will continue to witness the rapid rise of technology entrepreneurship in Turkey. Looking ahead, our vision as Turkey is really bold. We aim to nurture 100,000 tech startups in Turkey, with at least 100 reaching billion-dollar valuations by 2030. To achieve this, we have launched lots of programs, such as the Turkorn 100 program, which provides comprehensive support for potential startups, helping them scale globally. We are transforming Atatürk Airport into the world's largest technology and entrepreneurship hub. Turkey Tech Visa program invites global talents to develop their innovative ideas in Turkey, fostering an environment where the brightest minds can thrive. We also recognize the importance of international collaboration as well. Through especially our partnership with the EU, we actively participated in programs like Horizon Europe. Since 2021, more than 1,000 Turkish researchers have secured more than 300 billion euros in funding for 654 projects, and 50 of which are led by Turkish coordinators. With the establishment of the EIT Community Hub, we believe that we can elevate the quality and impact of these projects even further. We can now hear the footsteps of Turkey that is rapidly emerging as a global technology and innovation hub. Dear colleagues, as I conclude my remarks, I extend my deepest gratitude to all those who contributed this event and this partnership with EIT. A special thanks and congratulations to Fark Labs, and especially Ahu, who is the leader of Fark Labs. With these very valuable efforts, with these very valuable initiatives, we look forward to seeing our technology ecosystem flourish and achieve even greater heights. Thank you very much for your attending and listening to me. Thank you very much.
I would like to thank to all the speakers and my minister for their support and valuable words. We'll take the flag from here, and then we'll continue to grow inside of the European innovation landscape. Now we will have our first panel together with Professor Dr. Ahmet Yozgatlıgil, the president of METU, Middle East Technical University, Mr. Serdar İbrahimcioğlu, the president of COSGAP, and Ms. Ahu Serter, the founder of Fark Labs. Wonderful. I see the audience as, I cannot see very well the audience, I'm sorry. But unfortunately, we'll not make a question answer part, but we will have a networking session after this panel for all the participants here, panelists, as well as all the EIT representatives that you will see on the tables. And I would like to thank to all of you here being with us today. So actually, thank you very much for accepting our invitation for this panel and being with us. Here we are together with industry and investing side, thanks to Ms. Ahu Serter. Here also with academia and technopark side with our Mr. Rector here, Ahmet Yozgatlıgil, and entrepreneurship and state incentives, thanks to Mr. Serdar here. All together, we would like to discuss all the ecosystem and how EIT can contribute on this. So actually, my first question to you is actually the question to all of you. How can we develop a stronger collaboration thanks to EIT to make the Turkey's innovation ecosystem more competitive and sustainable based on your experiences and the current positions as well? And I would like to give the word, if you permit, to my rector as well, our host, Mr. Yozgatlıgil, please.
Thank you very much. And I would like to welcome you all again, and I would like to thank Ahu for having this event in Middle East Technical University. Actually, I mean, when we talk about the Turkey's innovation ecosystem, as our Minister Zekeriya Bakanımız explained, there's a lot of things going on in Turkey. So, I mean, I'm not going to repeat all these developments in Turkey, but I would like to emphasize that Turkey's innovation ecosystem has immense potential, and we are seeing this very strongly, especially in the national technology move, and also with all the things going on in Turkey with available funds, with our export numbers, with our technology initiatives, with the potentials in the universities, with the collaborations. But from the EIT, of course, perspective, if you would like to have a deeper and a stronger and structured collaboration with European Union, and also with the EIT, it is very essential and it's very important. And from the university perspective, of course, we believe that Turkey can play a very critical role in EIT's mission to tackle global challenges. So, from that perspective, I would like to emphasize what we can do to strengthen our collaboration and make Turkey's innovation ecosystem more competitive, sustainable. We can talk about several approaches. For example, the EIT's knowledge and innovation communities is very essential. And as we know that it operates in various domains like climate, digital, and energy, health, manufacturing, food, creative industries, and also water. So these are very important sectors, of course, when we think about the grand challenges, the problems that we face today in Turkey and in the world, of course, and in Europe. if we would like to increase joining in the existing KICs, particularly in sectors where Turkey has strong potential. For example, EIT Digital for AI and Software Development. And we have, of course, in university and in Turkey, in various locations, a lot of potentials for that. Also, I believe that we should strongly encourage universities, startups, and corporates to apply for EIT-granted projects and challenges. And also increase for establishing a regional innovation hub in Turkey to enhance local engagement with EIT. So that I believe that it will serve very significantly to the collaboration between EIT and Turkey's innovation ecosystem. Of course, we know that EIT has a lot of funding and acceleration programs, and we believe that Turkey's startup ecosystem can benefit from EITs from these. And also we can develop, as again our Deputy Minister mentioned, about many mechanisms that Turkey has. And we can develop a joint funding mechanism between TÜBİTAK and also other national mechanisms to co-finance maybe EIT's backed projects in Turkey. And we do that with various programs or various organizations like, for example, Eureka and other Horizon Europe funds and other funding mechanisms. So we are very good in organizing and establishing these matching funds. And I can say that Turkey's startup ecosystem can also really benefit from EIT's acceleration programs. And also we can have a better integration, and we can encourage Turkish universities to join the EIT Higher Education Initiative to build capacity in innovation and entrepreneurship. So we can talk about many examples, but I would like to hear more about the participants.
Thank you very much. Actually, I took some notes. I will ask another question related to this. So I would like to ask the same question to Ms. Av Sartar based on the investor side and also the industrial side. Thank you.
Thank you. So let me start. How do we start collaboration? Collaboration only starts when parties see an opportunity within each other. You know, if you think that the other party represents an opportunity for you, then you are more willing to collaborate. So first, I think we need to prove each other that we are good opportunities for one another, to each other. And then I want to come to Ankara, because Ankara represented me with a lot of opportunities. I was awarded a scholarship from Bilkent University, so I decided to come and study in Ankara. I spent 3 years here. And my father was born in Mamak. He's a self-made entrepreneur, and he became one of the best industrialists of this country. And then I met Middle Eastern Technical University. Then later on, I became an investor. And I made most of my investments in this school or to the people who came from this school. So I don't want to leave anybody out, because then they will not like me anymore. So I want to mention Biotech, Cycle, Electronics, Quartis Med, TrapTech, InnoFab Health, M-Based, Evreka, and Ion Membranes. Did I leave anybody out? And our latest investment from Ankara, not from ODTÜ, but soon I hope you will also see them here. Trippy is the e-bike sharing platform that we just completed our investment, and after Izmir, I hope they will also be in Ankara. So I made my best investments in this city and in this university. So that's what I call an opportunity, actually. And I think every person in this room is an opportunity. So please don't see yourselves that you need help. You are an opportunity for somebody else. What we need to do for better collaboration is we need to prove that opportunity to each other. And from an ecosystem point of view, for the Turkish ecosystem, before we start collaborating with EIT, I think it was very important that as a Turkish ecosystem, we proved that we are very good together. And I think today we demonstrated how we work as partners. Our minister is here, university's president is welcoming us, and these are, you know, if you trust one another, things go much faster and much more efficient. The head of the SME Corporation of Turkey is here, so we have a very tight and co-working, trusting ecosystem among each other. And I think that's a big plus. When I go, I do a lot of global business, I do a lot of global investing, and when I go out, people always say, oh, you must have studied outside, you know, in the States, or I learned German in this country, I learned English in this country, I went to Turkish schools. So I know what this country represents as an opportunity from an investor's perspective, and I've been investing in this opportunity, but I also know that how can I enhance this opportunity only if we collaborate and we take these opportunities outside and make ourselves global. And that's where our collaboration with EIT comes in. So now with the new funds that we are establishing, we established one fund that is Araya Women Investment Platform, that is a gender lens investing platform. We just closed at $25 million. We invest in companies with at least one female co-founder. Then we have an electrification fund. We will invest in electrification strategies. And we are now in the process of creating an industrial technology fund. It is with all the perspective of investing within countries like Turkey, the best teams, best technologies at good value, and taking them to Europe or to markets where they are seen as an opportunity. So Europe here is also competing with other countries. So Europe needs to start seeing Turkey as an opportunity, because it is a neighbor that Europe can generate business from. If they don't recognize this opportunity, these opportunities will go elsewhere. So collaboration before competition is very important, so we get the best of each other. That's my point of view.
Thank you very much. Now I would like to ask the same question to the president of more than 99% of the enterprises in Turkey, including all the startups.
99.8.
8. Okay, sorry.
Everybody is the same.
But all the startups are a part of the COSGAP as well. So I would like to ask the same question to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ömer Bey. Yes, we say we call startups not startups. We call them all SME. Dear participants, dear students, dear ambassador, dear my minister, Ömer Bey, Ahu Hanım, distinguished Hocam, Ahmet Hocam. I'm very pleased here in this panel. Ömer Bey, your question involved 3 key points. Sustainability, competitiveness, and collaboration. My first word, I agree with Ahu Hanım, because she mentioned about our collaboration power. We have collaboration power. All the partners are here in the same panel, in this same meeting, and we are working together, and we are working together and better. I answer your question only sustainability, key point, and I mentioned about, and let's start, stating place of COSGAP in the Turkish innovation ecosystem. COSGAP touched 1.3 million SME last 20 years. In Turkey, 4 million SME. There are 4 million SME, and COSGAP supported them by the financial type, financial disbursement. 187 billion Turkish liras. So we touch 40% of SME. There is a huge number. In Romania, I think 1.5 million SME. So all of the Romanian SME we touched. Then, governmental contribution in venture capital investment funds, there are cost cap, 40%. Cost cap contributed all of the venture capital investment funds, contribution of governmental, 40%. So this is cost cap. Cost cap has knowledge, side knowledge, because we have 84 branch in all cities of Turkey. All cities of Turkey. At the same time, we are in panel, at the same time, we make an entrepreneurship election in Turkey. We called the name COSGAP, choose your entrepreneurs. This is motto. And at the same time, in the whole city, we elected them. So, we support financial, we support mentoring, but on the other hand, we support our partners to establish a center. For example, Fark Labs. These technology centers, we supported 34 technology centers in Turkey, and they establish an innovation ecosystem. Collaboration, I think we find many collaboration subjects in that power, in that data. Moreover, we have data of SMEs. So, my last sentence, we are scouting, we are evaluating, we are funding, then we are monitoring all of the SMEs in Turkey. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. As Fark Labs, we are so happy to work with COSGAP as well on the technology centers field. And it's a good opportunity to enhance the ecosystem that we are working together. Actually, now I am checking the time as well, as you can see. Now, my second question will be: what do you think which is the biggest area for improvement in Turkey's innovation and entrepreneurship ecosystem? How can EIT play a role addressing in this area? And I would like to start this question actually from Ahu Hanım, if possible. Thank you.
Well, it's a journey, so I wouldn't say it's an improvement. It's like a startup. You know, we built something together, and there is a process. The first one, that's why I started with collaborating among ourselves, was to demonstrate how Turkey works well together. I really like the Industry Ministry's techno-strategy documentation. That's a guide for all of us to act so everybody can position themselves accordingly. I think the main step was to show how Turkey is working well together, because you know, when you are evaluating a startup, you say, what's your track record? So what's our track record in our country? We are now in the first 5 startup scenes in the world. You know, this is a very good place to start for everybody. So let's say we started, what is next? Now there is our collaboration, EIT is coming on handy here. Because once you start in Turkey, you get your pre-seed and seed and you get your funding. Now you have to decide how you're going to grow. Because without any global sales, you cannot grow. So then our collaboration with EIT, we also get to know how EIT is working. With our works with EIT Urban Mobility, for example, we did a lot of work, and then that led us also to this collaboration with EIT now. We have helped many startups like Rumitech, like Optiol. Optiol got more than 1.5 million euros funding from EIT. Rumitech, I think it was 630,000 euro. Did I leave anybody out? There was a third one. You also
Parabol.
Parabol, okay. So these are all the companies that we work together. And Optiol at the same time. So improvement points, So once a startup is funded by EIT, we also need to work on co-funding these startups. ODTÜ received a joint investment from Fark Labs, Ford Ventures, Drive Ventures, and Araya, $850,000. So they got the funding and they got the investment, and now ODTÜ became an international success story. So we need to work on creating our success stories, and this shouldn't work only one way. EIT should also look at Turkey and the companies that are in Europe who could do their POCs in Turkey. There is a lot of resources available within Turkey. And also, what is the problem in Europe? As we can see from the Draghi report, Europe wants to become more entrepreneurial, but it's a comfortable life. And you cannot become comfortable, an entrepreneur in a very comfortable life. So Turkey can also be a good starting point for Europe to use. It's like you plant a seed in a pot, you wait for your seeds to flourish, so it's a good place to plant your seeds. And once you have the flowering, plants, you can take them elsewhere. So I think these are I'm not going to say again the improvement points, but we need to experience each other's way of working. But what we need to do it fast, so we don't have a lot of time. And that's why we need to trust each other. Trust is the best accelerator of any business.
Thank you very much. Serdar Bey, I would like to ask the same question to you also.
Yes.
How can EIT play a role addressing in this area together with COSGAP? And just one thing, as a surprise, as EIT Community Turkey, we would like to have a memorandum of understanding with COSGAP as well on how we can cooperate in the next steps. Yes, thank you.
Okay. And we don't have any collaboration with EIT, so this is the time, I think, an assignment here. We are ready to sign any MOU. We look at the EIT before coming here, and my colleagues prepare reports for EIT, so I don't read full of them because it's very thick, like an encyclopedia. So EIT role, I see 2 points. First is acceleration program. The second one is funding. So we addresses if we address the area, green transformation and digital transformation are our same aim. At that time, we support SMEs with funds if they make green transformation or make their manufacturing program transform digital. 20 million Turkish liras, 20% of interest rate, and 3 years. So I think at that area, we work together and co-invest, co-funding these SMEs. The other one is for our technology center. Because our technology center, like an accelerator center, they evaluate the startups, SMEs, technology-based SMEs, then funding them. So we supported to establish these technology center, and we support their SMEs as an entrepreneurship programs. So I think the other address is our technology center. Green transformation and digital TV transformation program, support program, COSGAP support program. And the other one is our technology center for acceleration program. I think to address for EIT in Turkey and Turkish innovation ecosystem with COSGAP. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I just got my notes. Professor Yozgatlıgil, I would like to ask the same question, but I would like to mention one important thing. In the previous speech of you, you were mentioning the EIT kicks are essential, and I would like to thank Middle East Technical University to take the lead in Turkey to start a master program together with EIT Digital. You are working on this. So it will be a good example for all the other universities in Turkey. So based on these experiences as well, how can you, what can you advise us on this?
Yeah, thank you very much. I mean, when I look at from the university perspective, I believe that the biggest area of improvement in Turkey's innovation and entrepreneurship ecosystem is the gap between research and commercialization. So I know, for example, from Turkish universities like Middle East Technical University, Bosphorus University, Boğaziçi University, Istanbul Technical University, there are many deep tech technologies. Deep tech, and also the faculties, the researchers are working, and they are really doing a great job. They are doing publications, they are getting patents. But for example, when I listen to them, I see many examples like that. They tell me that, okay, yeah, we developed, for example, a very innovative health monitoring system, which will change the way it has been done for 60 years. It is less invasive, and it is also more simple. Now maybe Ahu will tell me, okay, who is this person I want to invest? But he says that, yeah, for like 10 years I have this technology, but I cannot commercialize that. I talked to many different, let's say, industry representatives. I went to this company, that company, etc. But of course they say, yeah, this is excellent, but we didn't move even a little bit in the commercialization aspect. I know, and we will not have enough time, what is missing there. And why is this happening? We know very well. But it is important that what we shall do about this. Of course, I mean, this is one issue. So this affects also the industry-academia collaboration. But as again, our Deputy Minister Zekeriya Bey mentioned, now there's a lot of funds, for example, for early stage and round one, etc. in Turkey. And we are actually much better than before. But still, maybe there's a little bit gap for the early stage and growth capital, so in both ends. But for the early stage, very early stage, TÜBİTAK started the Big Plus program, big program in a funding scheme. But of course, we need more Ahu Hanım in this community, and I thank her for investing in the Middle East Technical University's, let's say, technology. But in the second part of that, of course, what universities need to do, despite the existing EU collaborations, we should still fully utilize European R&D, innovation and entrepreneurship programs. So EIT can address, of course, can help us from this perspective. And we can, as you gave example, that the master's program is a very good example, and we are very hopeful about it. It's a good system. And we can do a lot of things, like we can expand EIT's Jumpstarter program. We can establish EIT-backed deep tech incubators and accelerators, focusing on AI, clean energy, and biotech manufacturing, for example. There are a lot of opportunities, like EIT's KIC ecosystem. And we can partner with Turkey's VC ecosystem and co-invest opportunities in high potential startups. And we can actually promote and help find these technologies from the university and involve in the EIT's, let's say, support systems and hubs.
Thank you very much. Actually, as all of you are mentioning, we have to underline one more thing. EIT's role, beside co-investment, fundings and stuff, they're helping for European startups to create business opportunities all around the European countries. So EIT's power is quite strong on that field, and I believe that the Turkish entrepreneurs and academicians will use these opportunities as well. So, as we are already out of time, I would like to ask your last words based on the facts, starting with Serdar Bey. How can we enhance academia and industry collaborations in Turkey to better leverage EIT's opportunities?
Yes. That question, I think, goes to Ahmet Hocam, because university and industry. But I say one sentence, this subject, university and industry programs for COSGAP has SMEs data. So we know SMEs, what SMEs need. For example, the last year, 2024, our experts in Turkey, 170,000 SME, we went their manufacturing area. Our experts take their reports, so we know them. We determine their needs. So I think if we state the cost gap in true correct position, the a catalyst for university and SME, not like a TTO, like a data share. Thank you.
Wonderful. I took my note as a catalyst as well. So, Professor Yozgatlıgil, I guess, as you got the
approval from our president. Okay, so from the university perspective, I mean, in order to enhance academic industry collaboration and to better leverage EIT's opportunities, I would like to summarize in 3 headings. So first, I think that we should engage with EIT knowledge and innovation communities. So, for example, from our university model, we think that we can strengthen academic industry collaboration by actively participating in EIT's KIC, aligning research and innovation with the industry needs. And of course, these are also aligning with Turkey's priorities. So we are talking about digitalization, like twin transition, health, sustainable energy to manufacturing, urban mobility and raw materials. So these are a strategic platform for these are interdisciplinary projects. So we can use these networks to integrate our expertise with Europe's leading innovation clusters. And we can, of course, go to the enable joint research, technology commercialization, and talent mobility. Of course, the goal is maximize EIT research and innovation funding. So we know that EIT provides substantial grants to support the mentioned cutting-edge research and innovation, research and development under Horizon Europe. So to enhance this fund utilization, the universities can establish cross-departmental research teams and dedicated working groups. For example, at Middle East Technical University, we have a Climate Change and Sustainable Development Center, and we can collaborate with EIT Climate KICs. And also METU's Robotics and AI Research Center, ROMER, can partner with EIT manufacturing on co-creation projects. So this will accelerate, I believe, that the translation of research into industry applications. And at the last topic, The joint mentoring, technology transfer, and entrepreneurship programs are very valuable under the EIT. So EIT's mentorship, technology transfer, and entrepreneurship initiatives align well with our, for example, if I want to give example from Middle East Technical Universities, our TTO's effort to bridge academia and industry. So we have a, for example, Saat program where we worked together with the professors that I gave example, which they believe that they can change the world. It's our motto at Middle East Technical University. Our motto is we can change the world. So we have students, we have academicians believe that they can change the world, but how? I mean, that's the most critical problem or the question to ask. And of course, integrating EIT's accelerator and doctoral PhD programs, master programs into universities' ecosystem. We can have, for example, PhD candidates. They can pursue industry-focused research projects on the areas that are critical for both Turkey and Europe. So we believe that this collaboration can result on the change in the world.
Thank you very much. I got my notes and I will remind this all time. Thank you very much. So my last question to Ms. Serter. As a president of an industrial and innovation group with more than 5 EIT KIC programs awarded last year only, how can Turkish entrepreneurs and investors be more effectively connected with EIT's innovation network on other countries of Europe as well?
I think Ahmet Hoca already gave us our to-do list for the year. And these are really great, so we have to take them and then maybe to add to it, to create the perfect storm. For example, we also have invested in academicians' ventures lately. We have two professors from Sabancı Üniversitesi and one from METU, actually. Whether you're an entrepreneur or an academician or coming from the industry, one thing that needs to be common among all of us, we have to have the entrepreneurial mindset. You don't have to be an entrepreneur, but you have to have the mindset in order to align all these goals. So when we are investing in an academician venture, let's say, we always pay attention that this person also has the ability to take this venture forward as a business. If this person doesn't have that capability, that person needs to acknowledge that they don't have it, so they can bring in new founders from the business world. It can be from industrial companies, professional persons, or it can be some other co-founder. So whether you're in Europe or in Turkey, I think it's a must, because also in Europe I see the shortage of it. So we are left too much in our own corners, and we keep pursuing, like academicians stay with the academicians, industrialists stay with the industrialists, entrepreneurs stay with entrepreneurs. We have to mix, first of all, to create the perfect storm. And I think for me, the best way of collaborating with EIT and academia, if we were to concentrate on good use cases where there is the EIC accelerator involved, then there is co-investment involved, then there is the classes at the university, the programs, and then plus, for example, to what you said, we can add, we bring in industrial companies to sponsor these lectures and these programs. Because once you bring all these people together and keep them in the same subject for 16 weeks, let's say, there will be a lot to come out of it, a lot of opportunities, a lot of investments. So, and we can try also, what I see in Europe, we also collaborate with universities in Holland, in Romania. So why should we, for example, a lot of Turkish companies now have factories in Romania. And this is, we work together very well. So why should we also not explore the opportunities in Romanian universities, and then we bring everything together? What I see that is missing in Europe, when we look at an academician's technology, let's say, the POC, the cost of POC is very high in Europe, and also manufacturing costs. And Turkey can be a great partner to, even the technology can come here, and then the rest can come from Turkey, and then we become co-founders. And the same way, in a Turkish university, we find a technology, we want to commercialize it, We can involve Turkey's industrial companies, but we can also involve Germany's companies together to invest and to work on these. So we have to grow these cases together. I don't think these isolated cases, and too many of them will work, but if we concentrate our efforts in a few good success stories, then the rest will follow, because we will actually show and discover the way how it's done, and then we will repeat it. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Actually, as a part of the European community, EIT will help to Turkish entrepreneurs and Turkish academia and students as well to communicate with other European countries, and it's a good opportunity for all of us as well, starting by today. And here I would like to finalize this panel, and now we will have a half an hour of networking outside, all the EIT kicks and all the stakeholders here. But I would like to thank all my three panelists for today and for being us here, and for all the people who are watching us now, especially because of the snowstorm who couldn't come from Istanbul. They were sending messages that we cannot come, can we watch it online? I hope everything is fine. Thank you very much, and hope to meet you here for another panel in half an hour. Thank you.
stop talking and networking and come in, but I think we are a little bit behind the schedule. That's why we will continue with our panels. So, dear esteemed guests, colleagues and partners, welcome back. My name is Duygu Kayap and the EIT Urban Mobility Sub Turkey Coordinator. And it's my honor to moderate today's last panels. So this session is all about collaboration and growth, coming together to drive innovation and make a real impact. So we have two exciting discussions ahead, so let's dive in. So please let me invite my first panelist to the stage, Mr. Piotr Pavelek, Regional Innovation Manager at EIT InnoEnergy. This is Piotr. Yeah, here, I'm sorry. Yes. Welcome. Yes. Mr. Joseph Marie Cervera, Regional Innovation Officer at EIT Urban Mobility. Yeah. And Mrs. Ayşe Sabuncu, Lead Representative at EIT Food. So, yeah. Okay. Thank you very much for joining us today. I think we are all set, right? And people are coming while we are waiting as well. So, sorry for the delay, and thank you very much for joining us today, and welcome to Ankara. It's our pleasure to host you here. So, to begin, let's get a sense of the bigger picture. So could you please share the mission and role of your KIC within EIT community? But I would like to start with Joseph, because maybe the KICs needs to be clarified a little bit more.
So I'd like to begin by shedding some light on what the knowledge and innovation communities are, actually. We heard many times KICs and KICs during the first part of the event, but it'd be nice to first clarify a little bit what we are. And so first, the European Institute of Innovation and Technology was established as a body of the European Union. And he was mandated to establish several knowledge and innovation communities based on the most pressing societal and climate-related challenges. And that's how there's been several waves of KICs established.
9 in total, right, for now?
For now, we have 9 KICs, and there is a...
10th is coming.
Yeah,
and the 10th one is coming. So you should take that into consideration, that there will be a new KIC based on the challenge of water and maritime sectors. So stay tuned and pay attention to this in case you are interested as a university, as a public institution, as a company, why not? So here there is a representation of 3 KICs that are somehow or that have been already present in Turkey. And this will be followed by a second part of the panel with 2 KICs that are not present in Turkey yet, or actually they are being present already by Omer as an EIT community officer. So having said that, now I'm here representing the EIT Urban Mobility, which is the very recent KIC that only has 5 years old and focuses on making the cities more livable in terms of mobility. There are several trends affecting mobility in the cities, and this includes, for example, the electrification of vehicles, fleets, also other challenges related with, for example, garbage collection, urban logistics in a more broad sense. And there are several startups and companies and SMEs that are solving or proposing a solution to these challenges, mostly posed by cities and public administrations. And we are more than excited to be here in Turkey. Actually, for us, this is such an strategic country that besides the presence of the EIT community officer, we have here a RISHAB, a specialist, representative of urban mobility, just working for us, and this is Duigu, our moderator today. And you may ask why so, and the reason why Turkey is so vital for us and so important, it's because there is a growing population in Turkey, there is a growing number of intermediate and big cities in this country, and coming with this growing population and growing number of cities, there is also a growing demand of public transport and solutions on mobility. And that is why, for us, it's strategic to be able to propose solutions to these challenges that are already happening in here, as we could see this morning when we went through a traffic jam to arrive here, and you could easily identify several potential solutions that the startups and innovators are proposing to the challenges we face just on the way from the hotel to here to this conference room. So yeah, this is why Turkey is so vital for us, and yeah, we look forward the collaboration here.
Okay, thank you very much, and thank you very much also for explaining the kicks, actually. So what about you, Piotr? What would you like to add?
Maybe to complement a little bit what my colleague just has said is that we, in KIDS, we integrate different actors in the market. So these are public authorities, higher education institution, research institution, and also industry and startups. So what we do is we're trying to make a synergy of the actions of all the actors in the market, and each of the knowledge innovation communities has its specialty. So in our case, it's energy, but it's a very complex subject. It's related not only to what perhaps comes first to your mind, so energy production, but it's also something which is maybe not that much obvious, like circular economy, like climate change, and things like that. So our mission is especially to make European network of, to make Europe more resilient in terms of energy. So Europe is very much dependent on external energy, and the war in Ukraine has proved it very deeply, that we really need to be more resilient and to have to be more sustainable. And sustainability is the word for energy, because that's energy which can be produced here in a place and not somewhere else. And this can be done by innovation. And innovation potential is essential, but all the conditions must be met, all the situation around. So not only startups, but also administration needs to help in this by, for example, promoting law that is in favor of startups. But this is also industry which needs such innovation. This is also higher educational institutions that provide these solutions, that have these wonderful ideas holders that can develop further. And saying all that, I would like also to mention Turkey. Turkey is one of the crucial area for us, one of the crucial countries, because we see here a huge potential. There is a energy hub running here for several years. Right now we have Asli from our hub here, so she's the first point of contact here in place. She's established in Istanbul. So please, if you have any issues, please connect her in the first place. And we have seen enormous potential in terms of innovation. There are some very good solutions which are already on the market This is really the place we would like to strengthen our presence and go beyond, because I think the innovation potential in Turkey can help to grow Europe and go global, really. And that's what we are expecting, and that's what we are excited about.
Yeah, thank you very much, and it's really nice to hear that. So what about you, Ayşe? What about EIT Foods? What would you like to share, actually?
So maybe it's first important to clarify that Teresa, the ecosystem manager from EIT Food, was supposed to be in my place today, but her flight got canceled. So I'm actually the lead representative for EIT Food Turkey Hub, and I represent Foodback and Impact Hub Istanbul. But today I will try to explain to you the mission of EIT Food Europe-wide, and also tell you a little bit about our work in Turkey. So we have been active in Turkey since 2018, since basically the first years of the establishment of EIT. And we have been lucky enough to be the hub in Turkey since that time. EIT Food's mission is to transform the food system to be more sustainable, to be healthier, and to be trusted by the consumer. And in order to do that, innovation, education, and entrepreneurship we believe, are the main drivers for that. And we conduct our activities around these three main areas. As part of our EIT community, EIT Food works with a diverse group of stakeholders. So we work with SMEs, we work with various different individuals and experts from the education ecosystem, and startups, and also industry leaders. This past year, we have been lucky enough to strengthen our EIT Food Hub in Turkey with the partnership of Yaşar University. So our work towards the education ecosystem has been growing with their support. And EIT Foods work with all of these stakeholders are basically with regards to creating solutions across the whole food chain. So EIT Food has activities trying to figure out solutions to the whole food chain, starting from farm to fork. We can think about reducing food waste, creating sustainable agriculture solutions, or coming with various different reducing food waste type of solutions as well. So we try to basically bring innovation to the full, to the market, so that we can create solutions at a larger scale. It's important to note one more thing. EIT Food has three main mission areas, and I think it's important for any stakeholder to know about these, because a lot of the programs that EIT Food conducts at Europe-wide and also in Turkey are usually focused on these three areas. The first one is EIT Food aims to help people live healthier lives, so that we can have access to proper nutrition, and we can support innovation around better food products as well. The second one is we're trying to strive for a net zero food ecosystem. For that, we're trying to reduce the environmental impact of any type of food products. And there are a lot of projects that are specifically focusing on this mission. And third is we're committed to building a more traceable, a more resilient, and a more fair ecosystem. So solutions towards making the food system more traceable and resilient are always welcome in the EIT food world, and you'll see specific projects catering around that as well. So I think that kind of covers the mission of EIT food on overall.
Yeah, it really covers. So maybe starting from your side, this one, because I will go for the second question, but it's all about the impact. I mean, based on your experience in Turkey, what are some key achievements or milestones of your KIK?
Yeah, so as I mentioned, we have been a EIT food hub in Turkey since 2018. So we're going into our 7th year. And since the beginning, we have been trying to work with both startups, various different education experts and also industry leaders from the private sector side. Startups have been a big partner of ours. So majority of the programs that we conduct in Turkey have been focused on getting more startups to be supported, getting more startups into the market, and also getting them to scale. So let me give you some numbers from my notes. If we aggregate all of the programs we have done, we have conducted about over 600 one-on-one mentorship to startups in various different stages in their journeys. So one thing we do is, aside from the dedicated programs that we do, we try to meet with startups all the time so that we can figure out how they can be supported by the EIT food ecosystem. So anyone who is at this event, feel free to talk to me, give me your card so that we can include you in our database to help you somehow get supported by EIT food one way or another. Through EIT food programs, we have given over 100,000 euros of funding. This is usually through programs, various different startup programs, in short or large, around 6 months. We have conducted over 50 events that basically helps bring diverse stakeholders together, because one thing we realized early in 2018 was the agri-food ecosystem has difficulty connecting between diverse stakeholders and industry leaders in private sector and education and startups. So we focus a lot on that. There are various different programs that have been a great success. Empowering Women in Agri-Food, in short, EVA, we have been conducting that for the past 5 years. It has been a huge success. We help women entrepreneurs early in their journeys get supported and get access to the market. Right now, 50 women have taken advantage of that EVA program. It's a 6-month incubation program. We will be opening that again in this year again, and it provides both mentorship, training, and also awards at the end of the program. So that has been a big success. I think that those will be the main ones that I can tell you, but additionally, this is only in Turkey side. A lot of Turkish entrepreneurs have taken advantage of EIT Food Europe-wide programs. For example, EIT FAN, Food Accelerator Network, is a great program that slightly scale stage entrepreneurs have taken advantage. Seedbed and Jumpstarted have been a really appropriate program for early stage entrepreneurs to take advantage of. Straight to Market have been a great program for entrepreneurs just at the market, but trying to bring in new products into market. It allows them to test their products. So aggregating all of these programs, over 30 entrepreneurs have taken advantage of these programs as well. One thing we're lacking right now is private sector taking advantage more of the Europe-wide EIT Food activities, and EIT Food has started the partnership program that for larger institutions to take advantage of. A few institutions have joined into the program last year, and we're trying to recruit more private sector, large corporations to take advantage of this program so that they can understand the EIT food world and utilize the grants and other opportunities of EIT food world offers.
Yeah, thank you very much. So, Piotr, maybe we can continue with you. What do you want to say about this?
Yes, thanks for the question. I think there are some important things to be said when it comes to success stories. So success story is not something that begins like in a moment. So it takes time. It takes a long time, and we see only the final moment when the spotlights are all set to a startup, for example, to see how they perform. But it's a long journey to this point. And we are always, we as Energy, but also we as knowledge innovation communities in general, we are early stage investors. We do not put so much money as, for example, you can get from other funds, from VCs, for example. But we have something which is, I think, even more important. So this is our knowledge, our network, and our day-by-day work with startup and helping them to develop, finding customers, finding solutions that they need. So this is the basic assistance that we supply. Of course, apart from money, but I think money can be acquired from many different sources. But this, what we give, is unique to us. One of the examples of the great success story of a company which we invested initially in is Skeleton Technologies. This company is by Turkish, only solely Turkish founders, but it was established in Estonia. Why in Estonia? This is part of problem, which maybe I'll address later on. But after establishment, they started in Turkey, established company in Estonia, and started to develop. Now, after 10 years of development, last year they opened a factory producing supercapacitors for transportation. So these are kind of special engines that help to get energy from the car moving and give back the energy. And they are way faster than traditional batteries and way more efficient. So more and more companies in transportation, in heavy-duty transportation also, are interested in such solutions throughout Europe. And they built in Germany a large a large factory to produce all the supercapacitors. The worth of the investment that they have had is 220 million euros. So quite huge investment that they have made because they earn money for this. And just a few days ago, they opened their own research center in Finland. So this proved that long journey that we had together with them, but this is of course mostly their effort, with our support, but their effort can be really productive. But we can also speak about some earlier stage successes, because we have a joint program which is called Jumpstarter, which is now open for applications, and which I would like to advertise a little bit, because it's for young idea holders, so not the ones that already established a company, but the ones that are thinking about it. And you submit your ideas in different paths. The paths are connected with different knowledge innovation communities. So there's for energy, there's for mobility, for food, etc., etc. And we teach you how to get business mindset, what should be done, how to define the idea that you have, the innovation that you have, into efficient business that you will run and that you will give you real profits. Each year there are a lot of Turkish teams applying, and they are really successful, and I'm really astonished by the quality of the application. So just to mention one case, which is already was presented here briefly, it's Rumitech. It was a startup established after Jumpstarter in energy category, which already during two precedes money rounds gathered $630,000 US dollars for their development, for the investment. So this happens. These are the real success stories, but there's always a lot of work behind the work that we can support you as knowledge innovation communities to do.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yes, yeah, we know also Rumitech, and it's a really good success story behind it. And also, if you are interested, you can also check the Jumpstarter program from EIT pages if you're, as I said, interested. So lastly, urban mobility side, Joseph. So Let's hear from you.
So, similarly to my colleagues, we have been present in Turkey already for a few years. And there's several success stories and examples that I could share. One that I like especially, and it concerns me also in my areas of interest, it's related with urban logistics, because there is a growing demand of parcels to be delivered, especially in cities. We now buy even food to be delivered to your own place. And there was a company, a startup that was already mentioned here as well, which is Optiol, and they are providing a solution to optimize the routes of these logistics, which can lead to up to 15% reduction in costs. So who would say no to reduce 15% your costs just by optimizing the routes and making more intelligent decisions? And I would like to thank the organizers for the nice opportunities we've had to interact, because actually I learned about a second success story that I want to share with you by a colleague, Erai. I don't know if you're still with us, but he told me that he's been an intern in Optimal, another startup that was...
Optiol, you mean?
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly, yeah.
So,
I mean Parable, sorry.
Parable, okay.
Yeah, I took good note of it during the break. So, again, it's about taking intelligent decisions and making an analysis of data to be more efficient and improve. One of the lacks that sometimes have the public servants and the public and the policy officers, which is, what do I do with this amount of data? And I faced this issue, and I've actually met some public servants in several cities. When they are offered an amazing service by a data provider, they gather all this data, they have amazing smart TVs to show and display this data, but then how to inform the public servants about all this data, how to better aggregate all this data and tell them, okay, I would do this and this to optimize the traffic lighting, for example, of the cities, which we never think about, but why should we be waiting, I don't know, 60 seconds to cross if we're a pedestrian and maybe cars are going faster than us? We should reconsider how public space is used as well. So these are the two success stories. The second one just came accidentally in the nice opportunity we had to mingle and network. So I would like just to advertise, besides the EIT Jumpstarter program, which is a fantastic one because it is a cross-kick one. So you can apply independently on your sector, and you will be allocated to a certain, let's say, vertical, but then you will compete with the rest of the startups in your sector. So it doesn't matter if you are in the food sector or in urban mobility or providing a climate solution to cities. We'll find a way to support you and to take part in this program, because sometimes the areas are a bit blurred. Climate, energy, urban mobility, we need batteries to make greener the spaces, and so this is actually calling to the three kicks. So this is a very nice program, but I would like also to mention Raptor, because it really fits into our business approach. Basically, we look for cities that have challenges in terms of mobility. And once we've screened those applications from cities and we've helped them identify the most pressing challenge that they have, let's say, for example, garbage collection, then we look at the portfolio of startups that we have in our databases and find the most adequate solution for this problem. Ideally, locally, from the local startup ecosystem. So once there is this match, the public servants can start working on how to best tailor this solution to the local ecosystem. And I find that this program could easily accommodate in the Turkish ecosystem to help the cities identify the most pressing challenges and then try to find local startups and SMEs to solve them.
Yeah, thank you very much for those insights as well. Yes, Jumpstarter and Raptor programs, you can find all the details in EIT pages, like LinkedIn pages as well. I think it's about to close, this year's call about Raptor is about to close, but you can follow them via our website. So let's go to our last question. You shared the success stories, you shared about the programs. I know how successful they are, how successful you are. And of course, every success comes with its own set of challenges. So what were some difficulties your KIK faced in past projects in Turkey, and how did you overcome them? Maybe, Joseph, you can also continue with those questions as well.
Absolutely. So in the case of urban mobility and applying let's say, the difficulty of the area into the specific context of Turkey, I would say that there are several challenges that the startups are facing, mostly related with access to finance, access to the global supply chains, specifically some scarce materials, minerals, and here I'm thinking about the EIT raw materials as well, which could play a role in Turkey's ecosystem as well. But they are mostly happening also to Europe. And as Abu was mentioning before, Europe is also lacking many of those situations as well. It is not just about Turkey. And besides the context ones, I would say that there are trends in urban mobility that we need to really be adaptive and take into consideration most of them, including, for example, AI now that has erased as a change maker completely, how to integrate AI into the decision making, for example, of public servants, how to integrate it as well into the startups, how to optimize the use of data and take more intelligent decisions. These are all challenges inherent to the specific area of urban mobility.
Okay, thank you very much for the feedback. So maybe I say we can continue with you.
Sure. From the EIT food side, Turkey is a big strategic partner due to the robust agri-food sector. So due to that, to both Europe-wide EIT food programs and the programs offered in Turkey, we receive a lot of applications from different types of stakeholders. So the biggest challenge from the EIT Food Europe side has been to be able to filter the quality ones, the quality candidates, both startups and also different types of experts, and making sure the right ones that have the potential go the longer way. The other one and challenge that we've been facing is we have, since 2018, we have been able to engage a large group of startups. The education ecosystem has been a work in progress, but on the positive side. However, from the private sector side, we have been having a little bit of more slow progress in terms of getting the private sector, large corporates to engage with the EIT food network, both in Turkey and both Europe-wide. I think with regards to some of the dynamics within the agri-food ecosystem and figuring out how they can utilize some of the opportunities of EIT food has been a challenge. The new partnership model that has been established a few years ago, I think, is going to resolve that, to categorize and show the private sector entities how they can benefit out of the offerings of EIT food to such large corporations compared to what the EIT food offers to startups or other smaller entities. So we are doing a lot of work in trying to get large corporates to join into the EIT food network. So if you're interested about the partnership, please reach out to me, and we will be able to tell you more about that partnership opportunity.
Thank you. And you, Piotr?
Well, I think that if there weren't any challenges, we wouldn't be here, because without challenges, we are not needed. So challenges is for us, I think for all of us, and they are to develop us somehow. I would say that there are several layers of challenges, of problems that we face, the Turkish ecosystem face. And there are some external ones, like, for example, problems with access to European market. Of course, this is like, decreasing, and the barriers are diminishing, and that's why also, for example, this hub is EIT Community Hub is created, and there are a lot of initiatives which try to solve this challenge somehow. But still there are some problems. For example, we had a big company from Turkey that wanted to join PV Solar Alliance, European PV Solar Alliance, and it was not possible for them to join because they are outside European Union, and there were regulations in the alliance that they couldn't join. We overcame these problems, but still it was like, administrative problem. The company that I mentioned, so Skeleton Technologies, decided to establish in Estonia due to more simpler rules for startups. So it's very easy. In Estonia, much easier than in Turkey to develop, and the market is already open, all European market. So this also shows that there are some problems here to overcome. I know that there are also some, the startups that we are working with us say that there are problems with legislations, with IP protection rights. We are trying to overcome somehow these problems, but these are so far kind of workarounds. This is not a systematic approach. That's why the engagement of all important actors on the market, in Turkish market, is necessary to help the ecosystem to develop swifter. Because not only Europe is facing the problems that were mentioned in the Draghi report, so that we are developing too slow, in terms of innovation, that we need to boost innovation, but really fast, because we are lagging behind the US, behind China, and behind Japan, South Korea. We are still lagging behind, and this competition is crucial. It will determine how our future will look like, whether we'll be dependent on external providers or external corporates, or we will have our own that will protect together. I mean, European Union with Turkey as a part in the future, I think we can face these problems, but still we need to face all those challenges which need to be overcome, and it's not easy.
Yeah, you're right, and thank you very much, and very well said. I mean, without challenges, we wouldn't be here. So we are at the end of our first panel, so I would like to thank Piotr, Joseph, and Ayşe for joining me here. If you are interested, I mean, you can find us in networking area after the
Thank
panel.
you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. And thanks to Middle East Technical University as well for hosting us.
Yes, and to honor for inviting us here.
Photo together? Okay.
I'm taking another one. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So now it's the time for the last session of the day. So I would like to invite Mr. Monica Tolt, Regional Innovation Director at EIT Health, and Dr. Vivian Sofu, Senior Manager, Business Development and Innovation at EIT Manufacturing, for the last panel, with your applause, of course. I guess. Yeah, hi, welcome again. Hi, hi, hi, welcome. Hello. We have one free space, so that's fine. So welcome and thank you very much for joining us for today, and welcome to Ankara, let's say. So I will start with the same question to you, actually. What is the mission of your KIC and how does it contribute to EIT community? So please.
Happy to start.
Yeah.
So thank you for inviting me. EIT Health is the largest innovation community in Europe in the healthcare domain. It has been established as one of the EIT knowledge and innovation communities. And we all know that healthcare systems are facing huge challenges like aging societies, multiple diseases, growing demand for healthcare services, shortage of workforce in the healthcare systems. We can list a lot of similar challenges. So definitely innovation is so much needed. And there is also a huge demand for organizations who are supporting and driving innovation, who make innovation happen. And we also believe that in this complex world, no one can innovate alone because the innovation needs so much time, so much money, so much time. Therefore, we believe, and this is actually the EIT Health mission, is to promote healthcare innovation by bringing together those actors, those stakeholders who can join forces, who have complementary resources and assets, and we, let's say, promote the innovation in this way. And the main pillars of our activities are the following. So first of all, we are promoting entrepreneurship in a way that we are supporting startups, entrepreneurs, by providing them with access to the critical resources, like we provide access to knowledge, we provide access to funding, we provide access to mentoring, expertise, and also networking opportunities to help them to grow and to help them to succeed. So we support entrepreneurship. We also foster innovation in a way that EIT Health is giving considerable support for large-scale healthcare innovations, because it was also previously mentioned that there's a huge gap between science and commercialization. And here we find our critical role to help the innovators to come through this very difficult pathway and this critical period. We also put a huge emphasis on education, because it is also clear that we will definitely need skilled workforce in the future, not just driving the innovation, healthcare innovation, but also to implement and introduce the latest technologies. So this is the third pillar. And we, of course, we are also supporting regions to develop the innovation ecosystem. It was also previously mentioned by many colleagues and panelists that we should definitely create a collaborative environment. And our uniqueness, I mean the uniqueness of each and every knowledge and innovation community, is that we are creating an ecosystem not just locally in a country, but cross-border, across Europe. So this is a really international network of innovators, which is, I think, crucial. So the ultimate goal, I would say, for EIT Health is to promote innovation and to contribute to sustainable healthcare systems.
Yeah, thank you very much for this clear explanation. So what about you, Vivian? So.
To begin with, I would like to extend a big thank you for inviting us. It's amazing to be here in Ankara. It's the first time for me, many times in Istanbul, but first time in Ankara. So thank you, Ömer, and the organizing committee. It is a great opportunity to be here. And we are manufacturing. So we see many, you will hear from me many same aspects as Monica just said. So this has to do with the EIT and how it combines innovation, education, and entrepreneurship. So specifically for us, we are the leading pan-European community that drives and wants to enhance innovation and sustainable manufacturing for Europe. So to do that, we have a grown and robust partnership of more than 170 partners, of big industrial players, mid-caps, SMEs, including startups and scale-ups, so including universities and RTOs. So this is an ecosystem that is it's burning and vibrant, and we want to invite more the Turkish ecosystem to be part on that, and I will explain later on. So actually for us, we have the strategic objectives is to have human centricity manufacturing, to accelerate green manufacturing, and of course, sovereignty, competitiveness, and sustainability are the key goals. Specifically for Turkey, I would like to share that for our organization, which is maybe different across the KICs, in EIT Manufacturing we have 6 regional offices. One of them is the Southeast, is our office in Athens. And Southeast supports 9 countries, out of which Turkey is one country that has our eyes and big focus on due to its wealthy manufacturing ecosystem in terms of also innovation, but also big manufacturing players. So our mandate is to bring those stakeholders together and create this new ecosystem that is based on how to deliver growth and innovation, because specifically for us, the mandate is to tackle the challenges of manufacturing by bringing in the innovations from incremental or disruptive of the technology providers. So.
Yeah. As you said, Turkey is a very powerful country in manufacturing. So, and I know you are coming to Istanbul so often. So, yeah. And so, I mean, speaking about Turkey, and what excites you about being here with EIT Co, and what do you hope to achieve? Monica, maybe we can start with you again.
So the establishment of the EIT Community Hub in Turkey marks a significant milestone, especially for us, because we have not had a presence here in Turkey yet. So I'm 100% sure that it will open a huge opportunity and provide a great access to the Turkish entrepreneurs, innovators, to get access to the EIT's vast network and wide range of expertise and opportunities and activities to be part of it. But I'm also very happy to have this community hub in Turkey, because I can tell you that we were pleased to have a lot of Turkish participants in our programs, but from now on we will have a much more targeted opportunity for communication and reach the target audience, I would say. And I am also pleased to share with you the information that last year, in 2024, in one of the most important flagship programs of EIT was won. The first place was given to a Turkish startup, Pons Technology. They have high potential, market potential. They have a fantastic solution, AI-based solution for mobile ultrasound system. They can catch or make high resolution, high quality images. So we are happy to have a lot of Turkish participants, but from now on, we are happy to have better access to this market and have more and more participants, not just in our RIS programs, but also in the EIT has activities.
Yeah, thank you. And also we are looking forward to that, actually. And you, Vivian?
So, with one word, it's synergy. This is what we're looking for. And I would like to just take you briefly back to 2020, end of 2023 and 2024. When I said we had on radar on Turkey, we had different opportunities to engage with the ecosystem. So last year we held a signature event for EIT Manufacturing. It's called Access to Tech. And there we had, initially, the event was addressed by EIT directorates, and then we had major companies in presenting the solutions. And also we had pitching sessions of 16 startups and scale-ups across Europe, and of course Turkish companies included. So That was an event we intend to intensify. We intend to make more and more out of it. Our relationship with the Turkish ecosystem is deep. We invested in the first company from Turkey, which is B. Spencer. And we participate and we support many companies like Maestro Hub, Wiser Sense, Innovaco, Alloy Additive, Botobo Robotics, many companies that have addressed and have successfully passed through our calls. Some of them won awards and some of them are supported from us. So this is a deep relationship, but the even bigger relationship based on the fact that our mandate is to solve the challenge of the industry, is that we are very privileged and happy to have Mercedes-Benz Turk as a core partner of EIT Manufacturing Southeast, and lately very happy to announce for the first time also Ford Otosan and affiliates are core members of EIT Manufacturing Southeast. So by synergies, I mean we approach the ecosystem, but we need also the help of your side, of the ECO, in addressing cross-kick activities, because manufacturing is cross-sectorial. So we want all kicks to combine and create impact together in Turkey, and also to help us address the companies so that they can exploit the funding opportunities, and B, exploit how we can expose them to the European ecosystem so they can bring the light into them. And not only in Istanbul, not only in Ankara, in Izmir, in everywhere where you have a potent manufacturing micro or mega ecosystem, we're here to be involved and engaged.
It's really nice to hear that, because this is our aim as urban mobility also. Our Selce Hanım, we are in contact now because she's our Izmir leader. And actually our aim in urban mobility also not stay in Istanbul or Marmara region. We are also doing our activities in Ankara, Izmir. Lastly, we made a sit-on in Konya, and we are planning to move our flagship event to Eskişehir this year. And also with EIT community side, also we are planning lots of cross-kick events this year. Please follow us, and also we will be inviting you or your representatives as well. We are also looking forward to that, and we are so excited. So it's really nice. And maybe, I will go to my last question, but you partly mentioned that it's about the strategy or the synergy, and you have a really good relationship in the Turkish side. So, how Turkish stakeholders benefit from being a part of this EIT manufacturing?
So the strategy in terms of the engagement of the companies will be two levels, let's say. In the high level, we are very interested in having companies in our core partnership, in our core model. So this is a question for the stakeholders and national authorities, how they can help the companies address the services we can offer them in terms of digital and green transformation, and also being a core member of EIT Manufacturing that will have multiple benefits for them. The other part is the core, is the basis, how actually, what companies can do to address. And this has to do with our open calls. The planning is already out. You don't know it yet, but stay tuned on our website, and I'm sure Omer will help with the dissemination. It will be a breadth of opportunities. The big call is always launched on April, where we will spend over 16 million in funding real innovation. And this will be for delivering small consortia from 3 to 5 members and then fueling innovation. Also, we'll have multiple calls for companies of different growth and product maturity, and business level and technology level. So we will have calls for how to create a startup, which is not our strongest point so far. The strongest part is how to help commercialization. All our goal is focused on commercialization. We're the later tier. We want innovations launched on the market. We want companies to create B2B collaborations. So, for example, we'll have a call specific for POCs, where we will invite smaller companies, startups or SMEs, to come together with a big player, and we will co-fund the POC with 100K. Also, we'll have empowering calls where we will ask for companies to create small proposals. It's not the effort is not big, but the use case is important. So there we need to showcase how they will advance the product, how they go to another industry, to another market, to another country. So we need to advance that. So anyway, we have many opportunities for them to be engaged. And I think it's important to be part of this ecosystem and try, because we have seen it. Many Turkish companies won, and many Turkish companies take advantage of this to approach big players that they have innovations worth paying for.
Okay.
So.
Thank you very much. And then we can say that stay tuned. So.
Stay tuned, yes, yes.
Yes. And in EIT has side, I mean, how do you consider the Turkey's strategy or synergy, let's say? So how can people or the companies benefit from this gig?
Okay. So when it comes to building an ecosystem, EIT has strategy is really revolving around fostering collaboration.
Yeah.
What it means in practice. So, for instance, we realize that companies are, of course, searching for the latest technologies. And at the same time, startups are having solutions, but it is really hard for them to be connected with companies. Therefore, we created a platform, a program, which is called InnoStars Connect program, where we engage large companies who are defining their challenges, real corporate needs and challenges. And we scout for startups in 25 countries, and we find those startups who are having solutions for the challenges of the corporates. And we teach them, we train them, we prepare them for being able to collaborate with corporates, and they start to collaborate. The companies are devoting enough resources to validate the solution of the startups, to mentor them. They sign MOUs and they start collaborating with each other. So for instance, the startup who I mentioned, Pons Technology, started to collaborate with an Italian large pharma company. Okay. So when we talk about ecosystem development or ecosystem, we really mean an international ecosystem. And actually by this mean, we also have the startups, maybe coming from Turkey, to step into or enter another market in Europe, or maybe in some cases also overseas, because we also have a global outreach program where the colleagues are helping startups to make tours in the US and introduce themselves. And let me give you another example, which is the EIT Has Drive program. We also realized that the healthcare startups need specific support in their journey. Therefore, we decided, okay, let's have the local accelerators, the startup support organizations, to prepare them properly how to deal with healthcare startups. So we created the Drive program. The call is out there. We are searching for organizations who want to learn from the leading innovation ecosystems, how to make the stakeholder engagement, how to prepare the healthcare startups for their journey. And we teach them, we train them, we help them to develop local development plans, and we also help them to implement those plans. So I would like to encourage their guests, even if they are startup, to apply to InnoStars Connect and InnoStars Awards programs. And also, there might be some companies here who would like to become challenge owners in our open innovation programs, because we are happy to find those startups in 25 countries who might be fitting to their needs.
Okay, thank you very much for the explanation. So if you want to benefit from EIT Had or manufacturing, there are lots of ways, as you can see. So, and thank you very much, because we are at the end of our panels now. So I would like to thank you, these beautiful ladies,
thank you so
for
much.
being here. And so, thank you. So give them a big applause then. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Vivian. So I think there will be another photo.
Something more warm
than
the other. Okay.
Yeah, women power, let's say. So thank you very much, everyone, for your patience. And we are at the end of our panels and at the end of the day. But before going to networking area, I would like to invite Mr. Ömer Antal, EIT Community Officer, for the closing speech. So thank you very much.
So I would like to thank all of you for being here with us today. As Fark Labs, TÜBİTAK, and Sabancı University, we joined our forces to build a larger community of EIT together with you, and I believe that today we make a good concrete on the basement here. Thanks to the Middle East Technical University and ODTÜ Teknokent, we had an amazing event here, and I would like to ask a big applause to the supporters as well. Thank you. Of course, I have to send all my love to my dear teammates who made this dream come true today. I love you all. Thank you. Today, actually on the networking sessions, it was very busy, but I met Povea and Yapar 3D, two winners of EIT Jumpstarters in the last 2 years. So to continue the success together in the future, please follow us on social media, for sure, EIT Turkey, as well as Fark Labs and TÜBİTAK Ufuk Avrupa programı. And if it fits the requirements, please apply to EIT Jumpstarter without losing time. And now again, it's time for networking, and I hope to see you all in our next EIT events. Thank you very much. And just before the networking or after the networking, I would like to ask EIT KIC representatives to get a picture together in front of the banner. Thank you very much. Yes. Now, you say, okay, let's go to take a picture together. Thank you. Or one second. At least until now that you stay, thank you very much.